Today's video is how to keep the spark alive forever.
It's what everybody wants. A couple of weeks ago, I was on a busy Saturday afternoon going to get my hair cut. And so I went into the haircut place, and there's one of the hairstylists who is there who I've talked to about relationship coaching in the past. And she was talking about that she found my business card in her purse a few days earlier. And on the back of our business card, it says, "Keeping the Spark Alive." And her question for me was, Otto, what does it take to truly keep the spark alive forever? And of course, that's the topic of this video. And what I did was, when she asked me that question, what does it take to keep the spark alive forever in a relationship? What I did was I paused for a moment to really search for what the best answer I could possibly come up with was. And here's what I told her. I said, if you want to keep the spark alive in your relationship forever, then the number one thing that you have to do is you have to make your desire for love, for intimacy, for connection, and a great relationship more powerful, stronger, and more important than your desire to hold on to your fears, your doubts, your worries, and your insecurities.
Wow. Pretty good answer.
And she was stunned. She was stunned by that answer because I think that at a certain level, there was a lot of that really resonated with her about holding on to fears and doubts and insecurities in her relationship with her live-in boyfriend, who's also the father of their young daughter. And so what I want to say to you, and what Susie wants to say to you, is if you want to keep the spark alive, that's the trick. That's the magic, is making your desire for love, your desire for connection more important and more just a bigger priority than holding on to your fears, your doubts, and your insecurities.
And that can start with just being kind. I mean, we all know what being kind means. And a lot of times our significant other, that's the first person that we get a little snippy with. Because, oh yeah, well, he or she can take it because they'll always love me. Well, that's not always true here. I don't think it's true at all. It should be, your significant other should be the first person that you're kind to.
Right.
And, what we found helpful is to just say to yourself, what would love do in this instance?
Yeah,
would love be nasty and say something, sarcastic back?
Such a powerful question, that question of what would love do?
No, love would just be kind.
The second suggestion that we want to make in addition to that one is don't bite the hook. When you're tempted to be argumentative, to be sarcastic, or to play what we call the gotcha game and kind of get back at your partner for some perceived wrong that they've done to you, don't bite the hook. It's sort of like when you're fishing and you're a fish out in the water, they throw out the bait, and so you're tempted to say something or do something that that in the moment it would feel good. But in the long term in your relationship, not so good.
No. And we have these patterns, these recurring patterns, and you can figure it out if you just, take a moment and think. Don't bite the hook.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3 is you don't have to hash everything out. Now, early in our relationship, we kind of had the idea that we had to talk about everything, right?
Yeah. Well, as
soon as we were in this kind of thing. But now we've relaxed into, okay, all right, he might have just been having a bad day or a bad moment. Or maybe I wasn't feeling well physically or having a bad moment and something came out of my mouth. And you don't have to hash everything out. You can just say, I was having a bad moment. I'm really sorry about that. And it doesn't have to happen again. I'll try not to make it happen again.
you can keep the spark alive forever in a relationship if that's what it is that you want. We're proof to this. We're at this moment that we're making this video for you, we're 18 years plus into our relationship, and it's more passionate and more exciting and more fun and more connected than it was back in the beginning, and that was pretty good back then. So again,
I want to say one more thing about the number 3, okay? About not hashing everything out. There are some things that you probably do need to talk about, and those things are the ones that are really, really bothering you, right?
Yes, of course.
And so we don't mean to say that you don't ever have to talk about anything, but you can let some of it go.
If you like this video and you want more of them with more of our great, awesome, amazing tips, be sure and subscribe here on YouTube, because then you'll be notified of all the latest videos that we release. And we're trying to do them every week, and a lot of times we do more than one a week. Sometimes we skip a week. But anyway, be sure and subscribe here on YouTube. You'll be notified. Also, go to our website at susieandotto.com. You see the link there on your screen, and subscribe there. You'll get our free ebook, Passionate Spark Lasting Love, and you'll also be on our email list, and you'll know all the latest from the world of Susie and Otto. And we have so many things that we offer to our subscribers, a lot of times that we don't share here on YouTube or on Facebook or anywhere else. So be sure and go there and subscribe as well. Again, we're Susie and Otto Collins, and thanks so much for watching this video. We look forward to talking with you again soon.